So there are a lot of companies out there that are crooks. They don't give a shit about you, and they never have, and they never will. What they like to do is get as many customers as they possibly can, and then they don't want to help you, and they don't want to make you safe. And this is particularly true with these home health care companies. They're the worst. They hire these dipshits that are unqualified, that don't care about people, that aren't safe, that do everything the wrong way, and then they act like they're some sort of medical professional. And the reason they do that is so they can classify the case as a medical malpractice case, which means it's a lot tougher because you have to get an expert, and you have to pay the expert, and they have to say that there was a breach of the standard of care. Standard of care is so large and vast that it's very accommodating to basically to whoever fucks up. And what it means is you can fuck up and still not be liable, meaning your company doesn't have to pay. And what they do is they send out these people, they get these lucrative contracts where they're paid by Medicaid or private insurance, and the Medicaid and the private insurance companies don't ever question it at all. And these companies make tons of money. Meanwhile, they're out looking after disabled children, they're looking after elderly people, and they don't give a shit. And a lot of the time, the people get really hurt that they're looking after, or they pass away. And these companies blame, oh, well, they would have died anyway. And those are the kinds of things that they're saying, is that they would have passed away anyways, they had some sort of other condition, and then they pass the blame on to the victims. And they get corporate America to back them up, and they get the anti-trial lawyer lobby to basically knock down the value of these cases, or they refuse to settle, or refuse to offer anything, and they want to try the cases. They want to drag them out as far as they can, knowing that people don't have enough money to pay all the experts that they need to win these cases, and that they've got a jaded jury population who doesn't want to give anybody money for anything, or at least that's what they think, which I disagree with, because I think that if you tell the right story, get the right evidence out there, you can potentially win. But these companies are going to multiply. They're growing every minute because we have an aging population. People can't afford assisted living places. Those are a whole nother issue. They're fucked up in their own way. But these companies are trying to go out and get as many contracts as they can, and they don't care about the people they're looking after. And when the people die as a result of their negligence, then they circle the wagons, and they get high-priced firms from all over America, in particular in the South. They get the big city lawyers to come in and to defend them and to cover up things and blame the victim, because that's what they do, because they're fly-by